Why are Singaporean brands seemingly less daring than other countries? Why? You tell me why. Let me share with you, okay? So firstly, what the That's me! Yes, that is you. Now let me tell you why Singaporean brands are actually less creative or even less willing to think out of the box. It's because of upbringing, culture and environment, and a lot of these things make us very repressed. And I'm not meaning like sexually repressed, yeah maybe I am, but repressed in the sense that we are not willing to voice out our opinion. Right? Look at Americas, look at all these people like, wow, freedom of speech and all that kind of things. And we have a long history of being, polite, very like Asian. So that is one of the reasons why brands in Singapore are not really willing to think out of the box, because they are afraid, they have the fear. They have the fear of being too different, so much so until they lose the love of their customers. Okay, hold up, clone of Jeremiah. Let me ask you this question. Is being reserved really a bad thing? Now think of it this way. If you have a purpose for executing something out of the box, then okay, go for it. If not, then status quo, right? So my side of the conversation is really why? If there is no need to fix what? It really boils down to execution or even knowledge. Maybe some people don't really understand the different types of genres of execution. That's why they're very, very comfortable to stay in that box. Familiarity breeds contempt. And when you're familiar with something, you get too comfortable that you don't push yourself to grow. So that could be a thing. So see it from my point of view. Clone of Jeremiah. I know you're just a figment of my imagination. Or am I the figment of my imagination? A lot of the times, creative Jeremiah, a lot of people always want to execute something that is out of the box because it serves their own selfish agenda, which is their ego. The bigger the ego, right, the more they want to prove themselves, the more they want to build a better portfolio, so that when they move on to another job or another project, then they can say, look, I've done this before. It was award-winning. But then me, as the stakeholder, as the business owner, if it doesn't serve my purpose, yeah, maybe it was super revolutionary, like wow, nobody in a million years, all the way back to aristocrats and those Greek Roman philosophers, right? If they didn't think about it, right, and you're original, but if there is no conversion, if there is no ROI, if the people who you're supposed to target isn't the masses, but just the 5 superiors and the bosses at the top, then what's the point, right? Yeah. No, serious. What's the point, Jeremiah? Well, the point is, you do have a point. Is my ego really that big? Am I really selfish? I'm having an existential crisis right now, the fact that I'm talking to myself. So maybe what it boils down to is coming to a middle ground, right? There is a reason for staying in a box, and there is a reason for thinking out of the box, right? Right? So my question to you, corporate Jeremiah, what if the industry continues down this trajectory and all content in the future is boring AF? Then how? If there is a purpose of thinking of the box to, let's say, serve an objective, achieve or fulfill a business outcome, then okay, yes. If there is a reason to think out of the box and be daring to target a new market or a new target audience, then okay. But then you have to understand, right, that for legacy or even traditional companies with processes and structures, let's say financial institutions or even legal or health institutions, they are bound by certain parameters that they cannot share fake news, right? So with that, they cannot be too creative in their output. Maybe, let's say a legal firm chooses to use TikTok to reach out to the younger audience to educate younger people about legal issues, and yeah, go ahead. But if not, the question is, why? Yeah, that makes sense. And with that, it's a wrap! It's a wrap! The mind of Jeremiah is pretty up, man.